Hello and welcome to a new unboxing video. Today I've got quite a large haul of colouring books and art supplies and art books to show you. Now, just a little disclaimer, I know some people don't like these type of videos, so I'd rather you just switch off now if you don't like this type of thing than watch it and then just complain in the comments. I know people have said that they think it's boastful, but it isn't. It's simply about mutual interests and showing the stuff that I've got to other people who are interested in the same type of stuff. That's all it is. It's not to say like, oh look what I've bought, look what I've got. It's just I love watching these videos and I know other people do as well. So this is made for those people who just enjoy watching people showing their art stuff. Also, I haven't just gone out and bought all this stuff all together. I haven't uploaded a whole video since August last year, so all this stuff is kind of like what I've bought in the past 6 or 7 months. It's quite a lot of stuff, so I'm going to split it into 2 videos. So the first video I'm going to show all the colouring books and the art books, and then the next video I upload will be all the art supplies. Starting with the colouring books, I got this series of Linda Ravenscroft colouring books. Now, if you're not familiar with Linda's art, it's all this fairy art. It's absolutely beautiful. A lot of people will already know of her art because she's really popular. So she does all these fairies. Like, look at that, how beautiful is that? So I've just started on this picture. It's from book 4. I've only done this bit here. I'm using Pablo coloured pencils, and this is the book 4. Yeah, so I just also wanted to show you this little item. So I bought this to put on the desk because I thought it would help me, because it's a magnifying glass and it's a light. But the problem is, if you can see, if you're looking through it at a distance, it's not very clear and it completely distorts everything. You've literally got to be fairly close up to the object for it to magnify. But it's absolutely great just for putting on the corner of a lap tray. And it's got a light, and you get like 3 different, that's 1, 2, 3, so 3 different variations in the light intensity. So yeah, I could highly recommend one of them. Next I got this one, which I'm not gonna try and pronounce. I'll just link it underneath in the description. So I'm not really sure if I'm really pleased with this one, to be honest with you. Actual pictures don't really start till kind of halfway through the book, but the pictures are lovely. But it's a story, I think, like a story and colouring book. The pictures are nice, but I think I saw it on somebody else's video and then it looked really nice, but then I wasn't as impressed when I seen it in the flesh. Yeah, I suppose it is really lovely. Yeah, it's not the pictures that's the problem, it's just all this writing. And I also got the Kerry Roseanne's World Within Worlds, which is just absolutely gorgeous, just like all his books. If you're familiar with his books, you'll probably already know how beautiful it is. If you've never seen any of his books before, this is the type of artwork that he does. And he's got quite a few books out now. He seems to release one every year. And I just absolutely love them, so I collect all those. This is a fairly new one, but I think it's repeated from other books. It's either this one or this one that's repeated pictures from other books, but I'm not quite sure which book it is. But I just want to collect them all because I just love his artwork, and I just basically want to buy all the books that he releases. And also this one, they're just one-sided. The pictures are on, you know, there's nothing on the back, so that's great for people who use markers, whereas these ones they're printed on each side. So that's those. And there's a new one coming out soon, which I'm getting. He's got another new one on the way. I also got Mythographic Enchanted Castles by Fabiana Atanasio. Absolutely wonderful artist. I've got quite a lot of her books. She's very, very popular. So that's the type of artwork in that book, which is just lovely. I got this, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. This is by Charles Santor. And this is absolutely gorgeous. I've got the Wizard of Oz book in this one as well, which I got quite a while ago, but I've just got this one. I actually thought I already had this. I was sure I've already purchased this in the past, and I've searched my bookshelf and it's not on there, so I think I was maybe just looking at it and then I never for some reason ended up buying it. But the artwork in this is just completely and utterly, this man is so talented. So nice. Anyways, I'm just going to try and do quick flip throughs because I've got quite a lot of books to get through. But you get the gist, it's absolutely gorgeous if you haven't already seen it. I got the Miniature Secret Garden by Johanna Basford. Looks like it's an absolute replica of the large one, only on a smaller scale. So it's as cute as anything. And it looks like it's got all the pictures in, from what I can see. So I've got that, and then I also got another copy of Enchanted Forest and Secret Garden, because these were my first colouring books that I got. Because I was only just starting out in colouring, I was actually using fine liners and I was trying all sorts of different stuff that just wouldn't work. That was really before I got into coloured pencils, and I had no experience in colouring whatsoever, so them books are kind of wrecked. The first few pictures that I did in them were an absolute mess, and I feel as though now I'd want to. They're not very expensive either. They're only, I think, about £5 each. So yeah, I've got another copy of each. I don't know when I'll ever get round to actually colouring them because I've got so many colouring books now, but these are like really special to me. I absolutely adore Johanna Basford books, so I've got those to keep. I also got the Midnight Masquerade by Hannah Carlson. I don't have many Hannah Carlson books, but I like the look of this. I got her first 2 books, and then I might get the rest of them sometime. So that's that one. I got this Watercolour With Me in the Jungle by Dana Fox. This is her 3rd book. Absolutely, these are beautiful, beautiful books that she produces. So each page, so like that's the jewel beetle. It tells you what colours you need, and this is for watercolour, and this is watercolour paper. She's already sketched out the line work, and you just follow the instructions step by step. So yeah, her first one was the forest, in the forest. The second one was in the ocean, and now she's released in the jungle. So I've got that. I hope she keeps releasing more and more every year because I adore these books so much. The first one in particular is the most stunning book. I also got this gorgeous Forest Girl 3 book. I don't think I've showed this in another video. I might have. Again, this is the 3rd book by this amazing artist, and if you haven't seen these before, you get the picture on this side to copy, and then the sketches here on this side. Obviously you could do your own colours if you want to, but the actual painting's there if you want to copy it. Just the most beautiful artwork. It's just gorgeous. I mean, even just the opening pages are absolutely beautiful in this. Just divine. Some little things for you to practice. I did this in watercolour, and it also came with this beautiful clipboard to match, which was a lovely surprise. And that was just completely free of charge, so that was lovely. So Mythographic Aquatic and Mythographic Paradise. And then I've got one colouring book here that's just been delivered that I'm just going to quickly open now. And it's Symphony of Cute Animals. Oh, so I haven't seen this one yet, so I'm just going to have a little... I think this is the third book from the artist who did Menuet de Bonheur and Rhapsody in the Forest, I think. Pretty sure it's the same artist. Oh, look at that. Oh, so nice. I and ahed about this one. I wasn't sure whether to get it, but I'm really glad I did, because actually seeing it it's absolutely beautiful. Another book that I've and ahed about and talked myself out of buying umpteen times is the new one by Clara Markova, because I want the postcards as well, but the postcards are like £25 and the book is over £30, and then the shipping on top brings it to around over £70 just for a colouring book and some postcards. And I've nearly bought it, and I just keep talking myself out of it and saying no, that is too much to pay for one colouring book and one pack of postcards. And now the website isn't delivering to the UK at the moment. I think it's because we've got queues and stuff at the borders. So this, yeah, they said as soon as DPD starts delivering again through the Eurotunnel, they'll be able to send me them. So I decided I'm gonna get them, because there's some other books as well I want as well, so it kind of brings the postage down when you buy a few. So now I'm on to the art books. Some of them are art books, some of them are just like children's books. But I got this beautiful little book by Jessica Rue called Floriography, an illustrated guide to the Victorian language of flowers. And it is just so beautiful. So that's the inner page. And it's just got like a Victorian style paintings of loads of different flowers, which is just lovely. So that's that book. Next I got this, A Natural History of Fairies by Emily Hawkins and Jessica Rue. Oh, that is this. I didn't realise that's the same. I did not realise that is the same artist as this book. What a coincidence. And then they're right next to each other in the pile of books as well. This is gorgeous. So yeah, so it's the old-fashioned style, like vintage looking floral artwork, but with fairies as well. It does zoom out a little bit. Oh. So it's quite a big book. It's not really fitting well on camera. I think it is really for children, but it's fairy art, isn't it? Which is kind of all ages, in my opinion. Just gorgeous. So this is all about the secret life of fairies. I've actually read quite a bit of this. It just loads of like really fun information about fairies. Like the book obviously talks about them as though they're real. the anatomy of a fairy, different types of fairy wings, the life cycle of a fairy. Look at them being born in the little pods. All the different patterns that they have. Fairies of the world, so what they all look like from different parts of the world. I mean, if you were wanting to draw fairies, I know it's a bit childish, this book, but if you're wanting to draw and paint fairies yourself, you know, there's a lot of inspiration in this to get your ideas flowing. Fairy habitats. Meadow and garden fairies. More meadow and garden fairies. Woodland fairies.
Mountain and hill fairies. Freshwater fairies. Marine and coastal. Jungle fairies. Desert and savannah. Polar fairies. Life in fairyland.
Next is this botanical illustration from life. This book came a little bit wrecked, but it looks like it's just been dropped on the corner, doesn't it? So every page is kind of like turned up at the corner, and there's black marks on the front as well, which is really annoying. I haven't looked at this book much, but look at that beautiful flower on the front. So it's obviously given lots of tips of, you know, basically drawing and painting them. It smells absolutely lovely, the book. It's got them shiny pages that have that lovely smell. Looks amazing. It's that one. Then I've got this, Get Started with Gouache. This is a lovely little book. I was really pleased with this. So this is like literally gouache for the beginners if you just want to get started. If you're just getting started, which I kind of am. I've only used gouache on a few occasions. So yeah, all the talking about the materials and colour theory, which is kind of at the beginning of all art books. So let's get past this and then show you the main. So it's basically little step-by-step instructions. So you've got your basic drawing that you could kind of trace if you wanted to, and then enlarge it or just try and copy it. And then it's just giving you the colours, the tools and materials, and the instructions on what to do step by step. And it's just got all these cute little pictures. I'll just flick through so you can get you can see all the different pictures. There's quite a lot. I love this cake. I think I'm going to try and do this cake. I actually did one. Yeah, I did this one when it first came. Not that big, just this bit. It was a bit rubbish compared to the one in the book. If I can find it. But I haven't painted for such a long time. I mean, if you haven't painted for a long time or you are just starting, it's good to just get you back into, you know, get you back into it. Do a little bit of practice. I can't find the one that I did, but that one's definitely in there as well. And they also got The Joy of Watercolour, which is a similar type book as that one, only in watercolour. It's by the same artist. I've seen this one on Amazon. It's always in my recommendations on Amazon, and I've never bought it. But then because I got the gouache one, I thought, and I was really impressed with it, I thought, I bet the watercolour one's great. I think I'll actually get it. And I didn't realise it was in a cute little hardback. It's quite a really thick book. Yeah, so it's basically same type of thing, only for watercolour. So I'm going to do a few of them just to like kind of warm up, because I've just done nothing for such a long time. Oh, that's the... is that the one that I did? Oh no. Oh, there we go. It wasn't gouache that I'd done that in, it was actually watercolour. Yeah, it just kind of like, I was just trying to like paint loose. It didn't turn out great, but so that is that one. Now I'm going to put links to all of these underneath. I am an Amazon affiliate as well, so if you use my links, I'll be really grateful. It means I get a small bit back from Amazon, and it helps me buy more books for the channel. It helps towards buying books for the channel. Then I've got this creative folk art and beyond. Inspiring tips, projects and ideas for creating cheerful folk art inspired by the Scandinavian concept of hygge. All kinds of fancy little projects to do in this. It's giving you the outlines to like create these little paper garlands. Little practice pages. And then an exercise in drawing in symmetry for these symmetrical patterns. And then you're going on to paint it onto paper with gouache, which is really nice. Oh, that's beautiful. You make a little paper package out of it. Gift tags, beautiful gift tags. Oh, they are so nice. I would do some of them. I would like to make some of them, definitely. I think I will. That's beautiful, that doll. They are so nice. Look at the house. Oh, I am definitely going to make some of those. Definitely. That beautiful fox painting. So this is for making like a block printing stamp, which I've just got a load of block printing materials, and I'm going to actually be showing them in the next video when I show all the art supplies that I've purchased. I did try block printing quite a while ago, and I'm fancying having another go. So, oh, that is so cute. I might try and do that. These are really interesting projects to do. I won't show you the whole book in case you want to buy it, but it just looks amazing. And then the last two books, they're not art books, they're just kind of books that I've got. I got the new J.K. Rowling book, the Ichabod. Got some illustrations in it. Beautiful, beautiful book. It's just gorgeous. I'll have to read it. I haven't read it yet. So I treated myself to that. That was what I bought myself for Christmas in books. And then I also treated myself to this, the Nutcracker and Other Christmas Tales. It's such a beautiful book. I think this is supposed to come off this one. I might just leave it. It's quite old fashioned, but it's really, really nice. Gold edges. And it's beautifully illustrated. So that's that one. I don't think that was very expensive either. I think it was only around £10, which is quite good value for such a big, heavy hardback, beautiful book. Okay, so that's all the books that I've bought lately. I think I have actually bought more, but I've only gone through the ones that I bought on Amazon, so I might do another video in a couple of weeks if I can find everything else that I've purchased as well. But the next video will be all the art supplies I've bought. So thanks very much for watching, and please look out for my next video if you've enjoyed this one.